Hi Libra, welcome to your July Taroscope for the month of July 2020. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and for the most accurate reading, please watch your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising sign, all three. Okay, so I'm going to start off by pulling an astrology card for you, Libra, for the month of July, followed by an oracle card and a tarot card, okay? So you have the Grand Cross Provoker, and you got Chiron Healing. You also have Saturn here. Wow, Libra. Okay, Saturn with Chiron and Grand Cross. Let's get your tarot card. Page of Swords in reverse, Libra. All right, so let's talk, Libra. It looks like we need to talk about this a little bit, okay? So for some of you, this is literally a time where the energies are trying to provoke you. This is very karmic, very, very karmic for you, Libra. So this is a time where you are going to be pushed to work through this energy to achieve something great. And this is why the energy is provoking you so harshly right now, is because you are meant to achieve something great, something beautiful, something wonderful. Okay? And for others of you, this is just karma coming back. Okay? So I'm seeing karma being paid for past deeds. All right. And for others of you, it's just working through this hard Saturn, Chiron, Grand Cross energy in order to achieve something really beautiful, something great. Okay. That's what Spirit is telling me. So keep going with this energy. Do not give up. This is an area of tension. Okay. It is a great catalyst for movement, for change. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is that the ones who are getting karma, the Libras who are getting karma, are Libras who have condemned, punished, or, mentally, spiritually, emotionally persecuted people for their spiritual beliefs, for their any sort of beliefs that they've had. Okay, and those are the Libras who are receiving karma and justice. And you know what's funny? Seventh house is Libra, so this could be partners. Okay, any partners who have kind of persecuted you for your spiritual beliefs or for, whatever beliefs you have. Okay, this could also be like a lot of people in law or the justice system or even government receiving a little bit of karma, okay, for past deeds. Specifically for another thing I'm seeing, the Libras that are getting karma is karma for giving away what wasn't yours. Okay? So I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm sure a lot of you watching me, you're not the Libras receiving karma. Okay? You're just meant to work through the Saturn energy, and it's meant to bring you something beautiful, something great. But regardless, this is a catalyst, okay, for movement, for change. So the Grand Cross creates squares, okay, in the planets, and a square represents karma, okay, especially with Saturn, you guys, and especially with Chiron. It does represent karma. It does bring this up to bring your attention to something that needs healed in you, okay? Chiron is the wounded healer, so this is fighting through the obstacles of Saturn in order to achieve great healing. That's what I'm seeing for this month, and that opportunity is there, but you have to work through the squares here. The squares cause tension and restriction, and then you have even more of an emphasis on that tension and on that restriction because of Saturn here. But Saturn wants you to look at Chiron. Saturn wants you to heal something, okay? And that something is going to be different for a lot of you. But there is a certain pressure here to grow. And any limitations that you've put on yourself, this energy is meant for you to break them, to break through those barriers, to break through those limits and limitations that you have placed on yourself. All of those things that you told yourself you cannot do, this Saturn energy, this Grand Cross energy here is to provoke you, to show you, yes, you can do it. Okay, so this is a time where your limits are going to be tested. Your limits are going to be challenged. Okay, and you can do it. You can exceed even your greatest expectation during this time. Okay, if you put your mind to it and if you focus on Chiron. By the way, where is your Chiron and Saturn? Look that up in your chart. They're provoking this energy. Okay. So that could be an area of your life that you need to pay attention to. Find where your Chiron is. Find where your Saturn is. What house are they in? Okay, what sign are they in? Right? Like, pay attention to that. That is going to give you information on where you need to focus your healing. All right. So Libra, you by far are going through the most intense of all the signs this month. Okay, it feels like you're just being pulled in different directions, and this can be really confusing and feel very hard and intense. And you might feel that your life is at a crossroads right now. It can indicate a crisis, but again, this crisis is coming up because you are meant to become aware of it. You are meant to heal it, okay? And yeah, you are going to be restricted and limited, but you're meant to break through those restrictions. So please be aware. The only reason why Spirit is making you aware of these restrictions and limitations is because you place them on yourself. Spirit never had these for you, okay? And that is an area of healing that's going to come up for you. So Libra, what restrictions have you placed on yourself? What limits have you given yourself? You can break those. You can exceed them. And that's what this Grand Cross wants to teach you this month. So you're going to have to believe in yourself, okay? And through this crisis, through this calamity and chaos, will be the painful process of growth. Growing isn't easy. It's painful. But after growth, there will be renewal. And there will eventually be a greater foundation for happiness and success that you're building for yourself. Again, exceeding, pushing through those limits. And that's what you're doing. So Libra, you are going to be feeling provoked by people around you. Social media is really going to be provoking you this month. Okay, so if you really, really are struggling, maybe take a break from social media most of all. Okay, it's going to be frustrating you. But again, realize it's not other people really provoking you. This is the energy, the astrology that's actually provoking you. Okay, and it's exasperating. I understand that. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel like just nothing is going right. Like there's just booby traps that have been seen to have been set in your way. And it's as if everything is working against you. So don't be surprised if you get some false leads, false promises, and failed plans this month that make you feel unable to achieve your goals. But again, this is Spirit wanting to push you, telling you you can do better. You can have bigger goals. You can have greater goals. These goals weren't for you in the first place. Okay. Spirit also wants you to pay extra attention to how you're communicating. You could have some communication issues coming up this week. Things not coming out as you mean them, sounding more harsh than they are. Okay, being frustrated and misinterpreting what other people say. So just be aware of that. Okay, and also be aware of abandoning a project or a goal the moment that it loses its shine and its sparkle, okay, in an effort for a promise that sounds better, when in all actuality it may not even be better, Okay, so be aware of that as well. All right, so the Grand Cross will also provoke a lot of energies within you, and it will also bring up numerous paths you could take. So you are going to have some decisions to make this month, and just know that these energies are working with you, not against you. Remember to stay focused and organized. That is key to success this month for you. And until this phases out, you can expect resistance. You can expect opposition because it is the main energy of the Grand Cross. And once you get on track, the momentum towards whatever you desire will be impossible to stop, and you will break through that limit, that ceiling that you've set for yourself, and go higher than you ever expected to go. All right. So this really has to do with just a shifting of energy and switching into gear. Think of a car switching into gear so that it can speed up and go faster. That's what you're doing now. You are just switching gears, Libra. So keep that in mind. So in love, again, a lot of signs this month has a very faded quality when it comes to love and relationships. Okay, I feel that Libra, you are learning to sacrifice in love. You are learning how to compromise, and it could be compromises that you don't want to have, that you don't want to take. You may not want to compromise, but this provoking energy is forcing you to heal whatever it is that makes you not want to compromise, not want to sacrifice in this connection, and heal that so that you can connect with your person greater. Okay? If you are wondering about your career, what you want will happen. Your promotion will happen. The job you want will happen, but it's going to be hard. You are going to have to walk the miles. You're going to have to be diligent. Okay? Really put your mind to it. But the thing about the Grand Cross is that you are becoming more realistic and focused. You won't be attracted so much by glitz and glam and glitter, but you're looking more towards stability and really long-lasting success. And a good thing to remember is that it's best not to fight the hard lessons at this time. They're karmic. So in fact, this is a period where you need to take stock of all that has brought you to the place where you're at right now. And it is time to draw upon your own strength. No one else's, that strength within you. And in doing so, you will move from uncertainty into a place of peace and contentment. Okay? So you might feel very overwhelmed by the reality of your situation this month, but just know that things are balancing out, and you're just shifting gears, okay? Do not act on impulse this month, okay? That's very important, and now is a time for discipline, for growth, for completion, okay? So don't leave your goals hanging, all right? So Chiron really acts as kind of the bridge between the animal and the human. It's the wisdom that lies in both life forms of animal and human. Okay, and Chiron's place in your chart shows the transition linking the mundane to the extraordinary. All right, this comet rather, takes us on a journey through our darkness where we pass through to the next side with strengths that we did not realize we had until we went through that obstacle, until we went through that very dark place, until we were provoked into it, right? So Chiron has a relationship with Virgo and Sagittarius, and Chiron rules over matters of health, illness, and disease, and especially how they relate to our own personal journey through life. Okay, Chiron reminds you that you have to see the darkness before you can step into the light, and that you have to experience sickness before there's lasting health. These are the lessons that Chiron brings to us. It also represents a resurrection. okay, as the wounded healer. So this is a card also of great transformation. So you have a catalyst for change, which is the crisis, and the transformation with the healing, which is Chiron, okay? And so Spirit is going to ask you to learn to heal this month, okay? To learn how to heal yourself and how to heal others and healing yourself. And to understand why you're feeling this dysfunction, to really look at it and understand why you're feeling this dysfunction or going through this, to really look at your life up till this point. Okay? Spirit is asking you not to throw out everything, not all of the old. Okay? Especially with Saturn here. Keep what works for you. Change what doesn't. Okay? There's wisdom there. But you should also embrace the bold and the new as well. So keep that healthy balance in between. Okay. You might be concerned about your health this month as well. And I feel like most especially this has to do with emotional health and emotional healing that needs attention for you. Okay, so you might find yourself visiting or having interactions with doctors, health facilities, or any place that has to do with the healing of the body, mind, or spirit, and that would be good for you. That's healthy for you. So if you're feeling the need, the want to do that, feel free to do that, is what Spirit is saying. Don't hold back. This is also a time where repressed memories, trauma can resurface. It can also be a time of falling back into old patterns, especially with Saturn here. Okay, so these are going to resurface, to test you. You have these different paths coming up for you. One of these paths is going to be to fall back into old patterns. It's very important that you don't do this, but you demonstrate what you've learned and what you've grown through. All right. So know that this is an awakening time for you where you can resolve things, okay? And you have the key to open the right doors at your asking. But to do this, you will have to work with the wounded and downtrodden in some way. And I feel like this is your past wounds. This is that pain, your inner wounded healer, okay? So now is the time to really do some work on yourself, to save yourself, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so I know that sounds dramatic, but it doesn't have to be dramatic. Just take what resonates. So this is facing yourself, taking a journey into yourself as well. Okay, heeding that call and a deep listening to be bold and journey through this darkness. This is spiritual growth after feeling abandoned, after feeling restricted and limited. And it's going to be a difficult and painful passage, but please know that you got this, because what's taking place through this painful passage is actually a deep inner healing, okay? If you feel the need to seek medical aid, do it quickly, even if it's unexpectedly. This could be a time of medical tests that come up, okay? So that's just if you are feeling the need, all right? Don't question yourself. If that's what you're feeling you need to do, then do it. Okay. I think that your ideas around self-healing are changing. And I think that after this situation, when you come through the other side, you're going to have a different idea of what self-healing and healing really means. And it's going to mean something different to you than what it previously did. Okay, wear green, be out in nature. Okay, green and brown are your colors for this month. And this is going to signal to the universe that you're a survivor, that you got this, okay? It's a reminder to yourself as well, and it's so you can really embody that energy, all right? So you're gonna get through this, Libra, all right? So let's get another card here. for love, for Libra for the month of July. Okay, we have very soon, Libra. All right, so there's going to be movement that's going to happen very, very soon, right after this healing process. I think that part of this healing is actually you deciding what you really want so that it can come to you. So really what this energy is you clearing out any limitations, any restrictions, okay, so that you can actually manifest what you truly want, seek, and desire. All right. So that's a reading I have for you, Libra. I hope it was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye.